What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Quartering. Hope you're having an absolutely wonderful day. It is Friday, February 21st. We are just 1 month into the Trump presidency, and it has been absolutely bonkers. And not much has changed for Kamala Harris as she was caught completely hammered again, being roasted by fans and critics as a drunk auntie, apparently trying to jockey herself for governor of California, which would be hilarious to me. If there's anybody worse than Gavin Newsom, it would be Kamala Harris. And I just wouldn't feel bad for Californians if they vote for her, if she gets voted in. I mean, I would feel bad for everyone who voted against her, but for people that vote for her, big yikes. Let's get into Trump's big deportation moves too. Huge shout out to everyone who helped us launch. I promise you won't hear about Amazon probably all week next week because you guys went absolutely ham. We are trying to get our position on Amazon among the people like Blackout Coffee and Death Wish Coffee and Black Rifle Coffee. If you go to Amazon and you type in blueberry coffee or you type in blueberry coffee K-cups, you will find our stuff on the first page, and that is because of you. I'm asking everyone today if you've tried our blueberry coffee, it's way cheaper to buy on Amazon for you because you don't have to pay for shipping. It comes the next day. If you pick up some blueberry cobbler K-cups today, please do, as a verified buyer, leave us hopefully a review. I'm up against a lot of people who've been here. Some of these people have 35, 45,000 reviews. That's okay. It starts with your review. Pick up some blueberry cobbler K-cups. It's available in a case and in singular. And the case is more heavily discounted as well. But please do, if we've earned it, leave a review. Help me compete against these people and take a coffee brand coffee to the next level. Trump ends deportation protection for 500,000 Haitians. Thanks to all the cats and dogs out there. Shout out. I'm kidding. Okay. The U.S. government will end all temporary protected status for 500,000 Haitians living in this country in August. Department of Homeland Security said on Thursday. This comes despite deteriorating conditions in the Caribbean country, with gangs controlling about 85% of the capital and all sorts of bad stuff happening there. And again, that's what the BBC is writing. Now, the BBC is writing this. They aren't saying, hey, we're in the UK, we should take them in. No, they're saying America bad because they didn't take them in. I mean, I don't really understand how you get to, how anyone can read this and not see just how it's like, no, dog, you take them in then. America is full. All right, we are full right now. And for the next 20 years, I would like to see net zero immigration. We can take one in for every one that leaves. All right, that's it. And everyone who's here illegally now has to go home. You don't have to go to Haiti just like at the bar. You don't got to go home, but you can't stay here. Here you see, and again, the entire article is slamming Trump for just enforcing the law. Joe Biden took advantage of the law to, pour these people in. And let me be very clear why I can be so callous about this, because I do care about the people. I do. And I know that the situation they're coming from sucks. However, they have been used as political capital by the Democrats to try and flip Midwestern states from red to blue. That is why they're here. They didn't put them in California. They didn't put them in Oregon. They put them in my state in Wisconsin by the tens of thousands in Whitewater, Wisconsin, where like the whole city was only 25,000 people and they pumped in 20,000 illegals. That is, they are using these people as political capital. And if you want to be mad at anybody, you need to be mad at the Democrats who didn't care about their situations. They only cared about getting them to vote Democrat. On top of that, Kamala Harris now absolutely mocked as drunk auntie for nonsensical word salad. Let's hear what we got. Oh, we got stupid jazz music, so I can't hear her. Let's see. Former Vice President Kamala Harris served up her signature word salad while attempting to deliver an inspirational speech on the cast of Broadway's It's a Wonderful Life, the Louis Armstrong musical, with critics mocking the failed presidential candidate as drunk auntie. Harris and her husband, Doug Emhoff, were spotted taking in 2 Broadway productions over the weekend, A Wonderful World, and later Gypsy. Must be nice to have all that time. I'm working on vacation. Anyway, after being greeted by hearty cheers from the crowd and a standing ovation, Harris delivered a rambling post-show speech to the cast and crew. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at just how hammered she was, because that's really who Kamala Harris is, right? Colin Rugg shares a clip that he probably stole from someone else, because that's all this account does, but it serves a purpose. Let's see. A minute 21 of Kamala Harris's wisdom. This is going to be your governor, California. I don't. She busted out the fake accent too. Congrats.
But spirit's tired, but you cannot be defeated. Never let anybody defeat that. Because then what do we have left?
What?
When we think about like these moments where we see things that are being taken, but also let's see it as nature abhors a vacuum. So where there's a vacancy, then let's fill it.
What?
Right? And let's know that the reality is that the progress of our nation has always been about the expansion of rights, not the restriction of rights. Mm-hmm. We're seeing a U-turn right now. Mm-hmm. For those rights to be maintained, which means we have to be vigilant, and it's just the nature of it. Look at this beautiful play and everything that we know he had to suppress so much.
What?
But he knew, and he took those risks. But we have to be a clear eye. What? And it doesn't mean we don't see the beauty in everything.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, right.
These things all coexist.
Oh, yeah. What the?
But I believe we fight for something, not against something.
Yes. Look at this woman's face back here. Look at her face. She's like, what is this woman even saying? Nobody knows. Nobody knows what this woman's saying.
The word. Right. And that's our optimism, right?
Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right. With that, I'll
What? Here's even the Sacramento Bee writing by LeBron Antonio Hill. Kamala Harris for California governor. Have liberals learned nothing from November? Despite what everyone in liberal politics wants to believe, Kamala Harris is not a savior. Proof of that was the November election. In August 2024, it appeared that Harris had a real shot to be the next president of the United States. She raised $1 billion and had endorsements from Beyonce, billionaire entrepreneur Mark Cuban, and just about everyone else she wanted. Yet she didn't win a single battleground state. The hope of a decent, respectful, and better America rode on Harris's shoulders, and she did everything she could to live up those expectations. However, she could not speak ill of the current administration, as most candidates do, because she was a part of it. She tried to focus on her opponent, Donald Trump, but that could only take her so far. Voters have made it clear during the Republican primary that they were not going to be deterred by Trump's foolishness. Even with the horrific loss that she took in November, Harris created an image of herself. Her message of joy did not reach Americans, especially young women, which could prove handy in future elections. Because of the rumors of her running for California governor are now spreading. Recently, people are saying this. People say, what else do you want from Harris? With only months to introduce herself to voters, we got imagery of Harris as a candidate, but we never learned anything about her. Harris was in a bubble when American people needed to hear from her, and all we got were Mir, Michelle, and Barack Obama scolding black men to show up and vote. It's fair to want Harris to be successful. This is a liberal comment, by the way, apparently. But it seems she has determined what that success will look like. She didn't even have that control during the past election. She needs to demonstrate it in the next one, if there is a next one. She answered the call after Dems wanted Joe Biden out as president. Her campaign preached to the converted and fell short with those needing to be convinced. Beyond the image of Harris created for herself, it's still left to be determined if she could even lead California. Our state is too complex and diverse, and its issues are too challenging to a testing ground for a political experiment. If Harris wants to run, she should do it for the right reasons. This is a woman who, again, just signed with a Hollywood talent agency. I mean, who could have possibly foreseen this, right? Here you have this from Raymond. Kamala Harris doesn't need a talent agent. She needs a thought coach.
Behind the headlines. For that, we turn to Fox News contributor Raymond Arroyo. All right, Raymond, it looks like Kamala, wondering what she's been doing, is going to Hollywood.
Yeah, look, just in time for award season, Laura. Kamala Harris has signed with the Hollywood talent agency CAA, which makes a lot of sense when you think about it. I mean, when you're dealing with a major talent like Kamala Harris, you have to find the right opportunities, the right venues. This week, she visited a Broadway show, Laura, and then she herself took to the boards. Watch.
And the way that I see it also is that when we think about like these moments where we see things that are being taken.
Yes.
But also, let's see it as a, nature abhors a vacuum. So where there's a vacancy, then let's fill it. Right?
She can't even stand still.
A U-turn right now. But we have
She can't even stand still.
For those rights to be maintained, which means we have to be vigilant. And it's just that
I don't know. I don't know if she has serious like anxiety issues and she's over medicated. That's something that I actually deal with, and so I want to be sympathetic to that, right? But to me, she seems hammered out of her gourd, or she's over medicated out of her gourd. One of the two is true, and to me, it's absolutely bonkers that we would see this woman run anywhere near a legitimate election again. Of course, California is the perfect place for her. I pray for you, Californians. I hope you show up and vote, and do not let this woman drive your state even further into despair. Just look, you want to see what Kamala Harris will bring? Can you imagine a worse response to the wildfires? That's what Kamala Harris will bring. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like on it. If you haven't yet, please subscribe or follow down below. Don't forget, help me compete on Amazon. Go type in blueberry coffee. Scroll down until you find my blueberry K-Cups. Pick some up, taste them, and definitely, once you bought them, leave a review. Hopefully, we've earned it. If we haven't, let me know how I can. You could also type in blueberry coffee K-Cups. Either one, they should come up on the first or second page. Please help me defeat these corpo losers, and I would greatly appreciate it. You know, all these people are paying money to be in these spots. We're here because we want to be. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure, again, leave a like on it. We'll talk to you again real soon.